And so it's up to the players to kind of navigate their way through the game and try to find the best play to win.
Yeah, and here we go. No messing about, no time to waste. Game number 3 between these two players. A quick mulligan from BloodTrail, nothing too mind-blowing to keep at least. And then SamuelTsao taking a little bit longer, but not too much. I think with Rogue, especially in the mirror, you know exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, BloodTrail finding the Bloodsteel Corsair that he also chose to keep in game 1. SamuelTsao's hand is a bit, again, kind of not quite there. He has the prep, so if he gets Raiding Party on turn 3, he does have something to use it with.
And that's the big deal, mate. Yeah, for both players, having prep is huge because prep is the key that unlocks the most overpowered turns in the deck,
yeah.
I think. So just, I almost always keep prep in my opening hand, whether my opening hand looks good or not, because I feel like that one card can swing a game so hard that you just want to keep hold of it at all times. And now BloodTrail has the choice. He could have coined into Miscreant, but chosen to take a little bit slower.
Whoa. Do you think something's wrong? Miscreant wasn't in the opening hand.
No, but it was in time for...
Oh, it was still in time. Okay, yeah.
It's fine. If it's not in the open hand, sometimes, you know, the alarm clock doesn't quite go off. You sleep through it a little bit, but you still turned up on time. Yeah,
right.
You just had to run a little bit quicker to work.
A little bit of bedhead.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, I see. Not a whole lot of options here for SamuelTsao. The second prep shot's kind of awkward.
I will say, just having the minion on board first often feels really good in the matchup. I think like the reactive answers or the good reactions to the first minion are relatively few and far between. Like this is fantastic, of course, but if BloodTrail had to use an eviscerate somehow or even a deadly poison to a certain extent, sort of lessens the effect they can have on that turn.
Yeah, saving the coin, allowing BloodTrail to use backstab to activate the Miscreant means he still has the Miscreant down. It's one turn later, but this way he gets to keep the coin. SamuelTsao looking for some development. Waggle Pick doesn't do a whole lot here. Swing at the Miscreant isn't really enticing. Could play out another SI7 agent that you've drawn. As he has to kind of piece together how he wants to navigate the next couple turns until he gets something that he can do with these preparations.
I don't really think he can afford to just use the mana because this turn kind of sucks. Just use the mana to just play Waggle Pick, right?
Yep.
Like if you Waggle Picking, then you pretty much have to swing it like he's doing now with the backstab. You can't just equip pass when you know your opponent's just locked and ready for that weapon removal.
Yeah, spend your cards, do some stuff. Starting off with the Ethereal Lackey here for BloodTrail. What he's looking for. None of these are super enticing. His hand's already kind of big. I don't think Valid Haze often is a little too slow in the mirror.
I think Shiv's great though.
Yeah, I think Shiv's fine. Deal a damage, draw a card.
Because of his hand now, you know, there's the double deck hand, there's the Corsair, Eviscerate coin, of course, but he could draw into so many good cards because it's pretty soon with this hand, the only cards left for him to draw are good cards anyway. Yeah. So I like Shiv, but he did go for Wanted. Maybe just wants an easier on-demand weapon removal. And speaking of, minion removal, it was just as I was looking at the pit getting killed. But speaking of that, the weapon removal does come out pretty much on curve for BloodTrail again. And now it's just a big question. And there's maybe the answer.
Well, Chef Nomi is in SamuelTsao's list.
Can I interest you in a prep Myra's Unstable Element, Language Hacker?
He could wait one extra turn. He can't quite Nomi's on turn 6. So maybe he still has to do it just now and pull the trigger and spend his mana. Otherwise, he's not doing a whole lot of else, right? Yeah,
I mean, he can
prep.
He can
SI.
prep SI and then
prep Myra.
I think that's as good as it's going to get, and it's what he needs to actually win the game. Because we can see there's kind of a handful of air for BloodTrail, but like I said, he's like one card, one draw away, Raiding Party, even just some damage, or even a weapon, just without the Raiding Party. BloodTrail's like one draw away from having a very, very powerful turn, and SamuelTsao needs to do something. He can't just pass.
Yeah. I like where this is going so far.
If you're going to think about Myra's next turn, you may as well Myra's now and just have a turn, you know, to load up some stuff, see what BloodTrail does, and then if you draw Nomi, you can do it.
Oh, goes for the Unstable Element first in case he finds Edwin, perhaps?
I guess?
Go for something bigger?
He
doesn't hit the Nomi either.
Yeah, he got Edwin, but
I'm not sure about this.
Is one card worth the chance?
I think I would have liked. Yeah, I think I would have liked the SI coming down. I think I might have even liked the second prep. You need to find that Chef Nomi, otherwise, how are you winning this game?
I think I know what's happened as well. So SamuelTsao did that with like if I draw Edwin, Edwin's already dead on board. Do you think he just didn't count?
Perhaps he was hoping to find...
Because
Has
without
he used two backstabs? He's used
without
one
Nomi,
backstab.
yeah.
Perhaps he was looking for a backstab as well with it.
I don't know. Without Nomi, I feel like, oh, I'll get a 6/6 Edwin instead of an SI7 agent and a kill on a deckhand. And a card?
Yeah, I'm,
Like,
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. I would have slammed that SI and said, I'll take my extra card, thank you.
BloodTrail throws down the green skin, rushes it with the Goblin Lackey to clean up the Edwin, maintains a wide board that'll be difficult for SamuelTsao to deal with. And the fatigue damage is already starting to tick. 16 health left for SamuelTsao. BloodTrail is still very, very healthy. Gonna be difficult for SamuelTsao to... Is it even possible for him to come back? There's no waggle pick. This Dread Corsair is kind of expensive. You do have Ziliax to work with, but the deckhands are good at cleaning those up. Or cleaning the second half of the Ziliax up.
He can buy time. He can prep into SI, into...
And then what?
Well, I was thinking Dagger.
Uh-huh.
And, oh, that's not going to get there, is it?
That's the thing.
Because I was thinking, you know, get the green skin live, and then maybe go stabilize the turns later with Ziliax and Life Drinker, but I don't think you get to those turns.
So importantly, he does have two ways of healing, right? He has the Life Drinker and the Ziliax. So he can survive a bit longer against BloodTrail's hand. But the question is how much longer?
Also, we can see Wanted just deals with the second part of Ziliax
Yeah.
after the Divine Shield, right? So Wanted is going to be very nice for BloodTrail to avoid that 3 heal. In every card you see, once a rogue has mirrored, that you can deal with, you are just one step closer to just winning the game.
Yeah.
But BloodTrail, I think, wants to do something here that sets up a kill next turn. So is there a way he would actually go for... If he preps...
Wanted.
Yeah.
It's good.
Because he wants to get as much down as possible. Because he's got to think, if my opponent plays Nomi, I might just die.
Yeah.
So I need to set up a kill very, very quickly. Because he doesn't
exactly
know
what
that
he's
SamuelTsao doesn't have Nomi. So he has to do the best he can do. Deadly Poison even to push the extra damage.
Yeah.
Next turn he can coin Eviscerate. Also just play whatever he draws and Eviscerate. But, you know, worst case, somehow,
Yeah.
if it's not playable...
This is going to be lights out for SamuelTsao. Not a whole lot SamuelTsao can do about this, yeah. BloodTrail takes the win, 2-1.
Yeah, there it is. Pretty, again, I feel like the game that felt the closest was the game that